leading up to this week?
I've been good. I think we've had a couple of strong weeks of practice. We've lost a few guys, but we've seen some young guys and some guys just really step up the past few weeks and kind of fill in the roles of the guys that are gone.
What is it about that Oklahoma defense that kind of is going to be a little bit of a challenge this game?
Yeah, well, I mean they're talented, top to bottom. Obviously, I'm looking more at their front seven, and they're as talented as they come. So for us, they're going to do a lot of movement, a lot of stemming, but they just all in all they got some great athletes up front. So it'll be a challenge for us.
What kind of challenge is it for you, Alex, specifically? When you mentioned the front seven, and 4 of the 7 guys are not there. So in terms of like scouting them. You were talking to BMAC before you guys left about like how many clips are there? All 4 of them are off the field, and he said probably none.
Yeah. You're right. There really is none where all 4 of those guys are off the field at one time. But you can kind of piece it together. I know they've got some guys back, and they with that defense they rotate in a lot of guys, especially in the interior. So there's film on pretty much all of them that we think we're going to play.
What makes them, obviously most players not being there first, but what makes them so disruptive where they did have them like 95, 98 tackles for all?
Yeah, I mean they do a lot of movement, but all those guys are phenomenal. All the guys that opt out and all the guys that are there currently are just they're great athletes, and they're really good, not just physically, but they're also really good, and they play into their scheme as well. So they're really disciplined, gap disciplined. I know they do a lot of movement, but they always end up in the right gaps, and that's huge for the defense coordinator that was there.
Why is it important to you to play in this Alamo Bowl game?
It's a huge game. I've always grown up watching the Alamo Bowls, and against a storied program like Oklahoma, it's these are the games you dream of. So I'm really excited for it.
Now that you're down here in San Antonio, are you more excited for Mexican food or barbecue?
Shoot, I don't know. What do you think's better down here?
I think both are great.
You know what? I think I'm going to try barbecue first. We'll see how that is.
What did it mean to you for Saleh to reverse the switch?
Yeah, no, that was great. That was I was really hoping he would kind of change it. And I didn't want to have any influence on it, obviously, but that's a big piece of our offensive line. I'm just glad he's come back for another year. So hopefully we got to recruit some of my other teammates back on. So I'm gonna give them my best recruiting pitch this week and in the next coming weeks.
It was good, Had Christmas Eve with parents, and then drove back down to Eugene, flew out. It was a really good flight. A little long, but we're kind of used to traveling, so it wasn't bad.
How was the weeks of practice leading up to before you arrived here?
I thought they were really good. I mean, we're a pretty old bunch. I mean, even though we have a lot of young guys, but I mean we've been to a lot of bowl games. Like this is my 4th bowl game, so I mean we made sure everyone locked in and we were all focused. I mean Oklahoma's a great opponent, so I mean we got to be our best to beat the best. So I mean we were pretty locked in, and I thought the practices were really good.
What have you seen specifically on tape with Kennedy Brooks?
He's a great running back. I mean he's big, he's physical, he's got a great stiff arm. So I mean we're excited to take on the challenge of tackling him.
You compared to anybody in the Pac-12 this season?
I don't really like to compare running backs a lot when I face someone. I just try to look at their strengths and weaknesses. So, I mean, we're excited. Like, he's a great back, like we said. So, I mean, it'll be fun to try and tackle him on Wednesday.
You've seen from Caleb Williams in the 6-7 games, films where they didn't get on a quarterback.
He's very athletic. Probably one of the most athletic quarterbacks we'll play all year. He's got a great deep ball, and, I mean, we just got to keep him in the pocket because he's a great scrambler and can make things happen by himself. You saw that in his first series against Texas. So, I mean, he's a really exciting player, and we'll just try to contain him.
Any of the Big 12 defenses schematically similar to what you guys do? Like, was there a particular game that you guys look at? I mean, Baylor because they had to say short, but like in terms of schematically close to what you guys are running?
I think Baylor, like you said, I mean, Baylor kind of runs like the 4-3, kind of like what we do. So, I mean, it's good to watch that game. And Baylor being in the Big 12 champs, I mean, you like to look at teams who beat the team you're playing. So, I mean, they're a pretty good film to watch.
In the 30s in Eugene before arriving here, where it's almost 80 degrees, do you like that weather change?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I like it. I don't think I've ever had a warm Christmas. So, I mean, it's pretty cool to, experience new things and, like, get out of the cold. I mean, I was wearing 3 layers before I left, and now I'm just wearing, like, a T-shirt. So, I mean, it's nice to be down here in Texas in nice weather.
What have you heard about San Antonio that you're excited to try out this week?
Definitely the Riverwalk. I know that's really exciting. I mean, I haven't heard much, but I know it's a good and fun city. So, I mean, I'm excited to go out after practice and see some things.